people that I knew would break up and get a new boyfriend or girlfriend, I would do the same thing. So I think I had like 12 girlfriends in sixth grade, which is ridiculous. But but I mean, a lot of them, they're still my good friends to this day, so that's kind of cool. Um, middle school. It was kind of cool because, after all the torment of elementary school, and then, well, fifth grade, I went to a different school, so that started all over again. But people kind of started getting used to me in sixth grade, and so I wasn't really teased that much in, seventh and eighth grade. And then eighth grade, I went to DeLand High School to get into the IB program, and I didn't really have time to concentrate on my gayness or who I thought was cute, or, I mean, IB coursework is just ridiculous. And so I just had zero time. I mean, I caught my bus at 4 o'clock in the morning and didn't get home until like 5 or 6 in the afternoon. And then all the homework, so yeah. But in high school, I noticed everybody was getting into long-term relationships. They were holding down boyfriends or girlfriends for more than a month. So I kind of figured that I needed to do the same thing, I guess. And so I got myself a girlfriend when I was 14 who lived across the street from my mom. She was a little older than me, but we actually worked together for 6 or 7 years. We got married when I was 18. And, I mean, of course I loved her, we'd been through a lot together, but it wasn't really what I would call a relationship. I mean, we were really good friends, and we could tell each other anything, and we got along great together, but eventually I kind of, the pressure of knowing that I was gay and hiding it for so long, it just kept building and building and building. And so we actually broke up. It's been over a year now, and we're in the process of divorce. And I don't want to call it a mistake. I mean, I wouldn't take it back. It was a great learning experience for me. But I don't want to see, closeted gay people out there jumping into marriage like I did, just because they're afraid of who they are. That's not healthy. But we split up last year, and I just kind of knew that, okay, now's the time I have to come out. I have to be who I am, and if people accept me, they accept me. If they don't, they don't. Well, I didn't come out immediately. I actually moved up to Alabama with a friend of mine, and let's see. Me and my wife were still split up, and she was texting me and sending me messages on Facebook. She loves me, she wants me back, this isn't right. Which, I could tell how much pain she was in, what I was putting her through, and I just felt awful about myself. And so one day I just said, I told my roommate, I said, I've got to come out to her. And my roommate was like, well, what? And I was like, I'm gay. I have to tell my wife that I'm gay. And he just kind of looked for a second, and he said, well, you better not tell anybody that you're gay when you're living with me. Like, oh, because you have a gay roommate that makes you gay or something. So I packed my shit and I came back to Florida, needless to say. First person that, other than my friend, that I came out to was actually my sister-in-law. We were really close. I don't know, I'm sure she always knew anyways, and she asked me at one point, she asked me if I was gay. She said, I don't care if you are or if you're not, but you would tell me if you were, wouldn't you? And I said, oh yeah, I'd tell you. but I'm not. I kind of went along the lines of that I was asexual at that time. I just wasn't attracted to either sex, which was complete bullshit. But she just kind of left it alone. And one day, well, I was at a party at her house, and it had gotten late, and everybody had left, and I was just kind of sitting at the fire, and I was just thinking. I was just staring in the fire and thinking, and my sister-in-law, she looked over and she was like, Matt, what's the matter? And I just looked at her and I said, okay. And she smiled at me, and she said, you finally said it. And she just looked so proud that I chose to tell her. And that really made me feel good. So that was a positive experience. Of course, I had her hide it from my brother for a while. But anyways, then I came out to, I think it was one of my aunts. I was trying to practice because coming out to my wife I knew was going to be difficult. So I kind of wanted to have the whole process down, I guess you could say. So I came out to my aunt over the telephone. And so I told her that I was gay, and she said, oh, well, in that case, I have some killer jokes to tell you. So that was pretty awesome. We just kind of laughed about it and everything, and that was another great experience. Then I came out to my mom over the telephone. And of course, we cried, and she was really accepting, but it was very emotional. I guess the big shocker was that most of my family already knew. They weren't really surprised when I came out. They were more or less relieved that I was owning who I was. Okay, so after all that was over, I finally decided to come out to my wife, and that was good, really. We talked for hours and hours and hours, and it was really good. And she's one of my best friends now. We talk almost every day, and that was also a very positive experience. It was really difficult at first, but after she kind of shook off the initial shock, she was able to talk about it. So that was good. So now I'm open, and all my friends and all my family know, except for my dad. Because growing up, my dad, he's very opinionated. He told me growing up, if I ever were to be in a relationship with somebody of a different race, then I would be disowned. And if I was ever gay, I would be disowned. Because he just didn't believe in that, and no son of his was going to be a faggot, or, just terrible things like that. And so he, to this day, doesn't know. That's something that I have to work on. He's not really much of a father to me anyways. But I'd imagine being disowned by, even the worst father would hurt. So that's just something that I have to work on. But I just want everybody to know that it is a scary thing to come out, and you're probably making it a lot worse in your head than it will be. That's not the case with everybody. I've heard some terrible coming out stories, and I'm very sympathetic to those. But at the same time, it is such a relief to finally get that off of your shoulders. And it's just indescribable. So tomorrow, National Coming Out Day. If you want to come out, come out. But you don't feel like you have to. Just know that there's others out there like you, others that are going through the same things that you are going through, have gone through. And if you just want to talk, if you have any questions for me, you can go ahead and send me a message on here, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, so I hope to hear from you soon. If you like what I have to say, please comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.